Hey y'all, I hope all is well. So I had a video earlier today and I promised you guys that I was gonna come online tonight and give you the rest of the prophetic word that I was given for the month of July. And this word is really significant. Is really special because it's not only for this month, but it carry on up into September. So y'all be prepared because y'all about to get this milk and this honey tonight. Y'all finna get all of it. So basically, sorry y'all. Come on. So, for the last month and a half or so, I've been seeing fours. And I was trying to figure out what was the significance of four. I know four is symbolic for creation, worldwide impact. And if you look at the table of the Hebrew alphabet, four is basically the let. And the let is symbolic for door, creation, the world in this time. So when you look at the number four, because I kept seeing it and I was asking Spirit, okay, Holy Spirit, what are you trying to show me? So basically, God was trying to get my attention. And a lot of times, he try to get your attention with, several things, and he can use number as a form. So, how do I know he was trying to get my attention? Because four is also, not four, but, well, I talked about four, which is, door in Hebrew. But also, God other name, which is Yeshua. It means the door, the only way, right? So that's how, just confirmation that it was, him speaking for the most part. So I'm like, okay, God, what is it about this door that you want to talk about? And I saw a lizard. I had a vision, and it kind of scared me. I was at work. Had my head down a little bit like this because I kind of had a headache, and I had a vision, a quick flash of a lizard. And when I woke up, not woke up, but when I rose up, it was like 3:44 on the clock, and I said, here you go again, it's 4. And I'm like, but this lizard, like, what is it? What are you trying to show me? What are you trying to tell me? And it made sense after I kind of started doing my research. And then I tied back into what I was talking about, baggage, the end of a cycle, the last video. I'm going to tie it back into that because 7 is very significant for completion, perfection. And I was wondering what 4 had to do with this month, because I know that this was a month of great breakthrough. I knew that it was a month of releasing, of shedding things, because I knew that it was an end of a thing, because like I said, 7, completion, perfection. So when I started to see 4 and I dug into it, and I looked into it in Hebrew, it meant door. So when I saw the lizard, it made me do a little bit more research. So this is what I want to share with you about the lizard. Because God was like, I was like, what is it about the lizard? And he was basically saying, what stands out to you about the lizard? And I started, talking to him a little bit. And I was like, okay, the lizard You know, I was just thinking about the traits of a lizard. And I was like, well, when I think of a lizard, I think of a chameleon. Somebody that's able to camouflage. You know, somebody that is kind of sly. Somebody that can be quick. Somebody that adapt. You know, somebody that's, you know, that can change. That just, I don't know, just quick. And he was like, okay, what about the tail? So that what drew me into my research. So I looked up, can lizards live without their tail? So because I wanted to correlate, like this what came up because I wanted to correlate lizard and the tail. So this is what it shares about the lizard. So lizards drop their tails as a defense mechanism when they feel threatened by a predator. The loss of the tail is indicated to distract and confuse. It's intended. I say indicated, my bad. I just want to see what I want to see. It's indicated to distract and confuse the predator, which in turn allows the lizard to escape the threat. Right? So I'm like, okay. Okay, I hear you, God. I hear you. Where you trying to go with this? So, with that being said, it goes back into what I was talking about earlier when it comes to the baggage or whatnot. And right now, you probably just listen to me and you'll follow. But I was talking about the baggage that sometimes we carry. You know, a lot of us are chameleons. We really good at camouflaging things and hiding things and thinking that we can't be seen. You know, we think that we are adapting and we are covering up different facets of ourselves, different parts of ourselves without it being noticeable. And even though the lizard have the ability to do these things, it doesn't give him the what's the word I want to say? It doesn't escape. It doesn't excuse him from being caught or being attacked, basically, regardless of its ability to adapt or its ability to move fast or whatnot. And going back to the baggage part of it, we carry a lot of things, and you know, from the past, you know, past regrets, past guilt, past hurt, unforgiveness, jealousy, just a lot of things. Whatever you're carrying, put it there or whatnot. We hold on to a lot of things, and we don't realize when it comes to the weight that's on us, the baggage, it affects our mobility, our momentum, how we move. Going back to the lizard's tail is what keeps the lizard balanced, right? Just like whatever baggage that you're carrying, the baggage will affect your balance, which also affects your posture, which also will affect your positioning in something or whatnot. Y'all just hold on. I'm going to get somewhere. I promise you I am. So with that being said, what God was trying to basically show me in the spirit is that a lot of us are off balance. we're off balance due to, some past attacks, some things that we have been through, that have taken our tails or whatnot. But I came here to tell you tonight that it is not over, and you are not the tail, you are the head. Or what? So with that being said, it's basically, he's trying to restore the tail. He's trying to give you your tail back, your balance back. Because like I said, your balance, the tail affects the momentum, the movement of thing. Just like all that weight from past baggage and things like that, you have to release it because it's affecting your ability to move. It's affecting your positioning. And with what God has, which is the open door, it's an open door right now. It's a portal. It's a window. And I was trying to, the other morning, because that's why I couldn't release anything, because he was giving me pieces to what he wanted to share. I saw 7-7, and I'm like, okay, what is 7-7? I'm thinking maybe it was together. It was 77, but it was 7-7, and basically he was trying to talk to me about the calendar. God works on the Jewish calendar. So if you look at 7 in Hebrew, it's Zion, and it's also known as it's talks about the sword, staff, the completeness and perfection. And basically he's trying to cut off some things of you, but he can't cut some things off of you, but he can't do it without your help. You have to meet him halfway. And how do you meet him? By releasing the things, the baggage that's no longer needed. The baggage that is the baggage is starting to affect you. Just like Erykah Badu said, one day it's going to get in your way. And today is the day that it is getting in your way. So basically, I was like, okay, why I'm seeing 7-7? Today is, this month is the 7th month. September is also the 7th month on the Jewish calendar. So basically, he was trying to give me a time frame of the portal that is open, the door that is open for you guys to walk through. But you can only walk through if your heart is as light as a feather. Meaning it's going to require you to shed these things. It's going to require you to unpack. And if you don't unpack, you can't fit through that door. You just can't. And this is not just any season that he's trying to take you into. This is a new cycle. A whole nother cycle that he's trying to take you into, and he's trying to break off this cycle. He's trying to cut it. He's trying to get you out of this cycle that you've been trying to get out of for the last few years. And for some of y'all, it's the last 7 years. Some of you, it's the last 4 years. Some of you, it's the last 9. So he's trying to break you, and not just you, your generation, because your generation has been going through a cycle. You see it, everybody else see it, but you're trying to figure out how to get out of it. And I'm giving you the instructions on how to get out of it. You have to unpack. All that other stuff, all that past baggage that don't mean you no good, Whether that's people, if it look like people to you, whether it look like a job to you, whether it look like a relationship to you, regardless of what it is, unforgiveness, regret, doubt, any of that, you have to let it go. You have to unpack it, because it's not allowed in this door, because it won't fit. Only you will fit. So it's a portal, which is the window, which is the door that we're talking about. Same thing, same concept. And I'm speaking symbolically. I'm speaking spiritually. You have to unpack spiritually. It might be a mental thing for you, because some of you might have already started. A lot of us have already did the work and have started the work, right? So it'll be easier for you because you've already started to release. Some of y'all been crying and you trying to figure out why you been so emotional, why things are so heavy. That's because it's him trying to trigger you and show you that, hey, this weight is not yours. I need you to come up off this. I need you to get it off you. How do you know that you entered into that door? Because everything is going to feel much lighter. And your momentum is going to pick up. Things are going to just seem like it's going to just be expedited. Because guess what? You don't have that weight on you no more. You don't have anything slowing you down. And that's what's been slowing a lot of y'all down spiritually. That's what's going on. You trying to figure out why you stagnant. Why ain't nothing happening for you? Why this and that and that? That's why I'm telling you. So what do you have to do? You need to acknowledge, hey, I need to deal with this. It's no more sweeping it under the rug. The only thing that you'll be able to take into this door with you is the things that you have learned, which will be the tools that will help you in this next dimension, this next level that you're going to. Because this is going to be a true graduation for a lot of you guys. And guess what? For some of you guys, y'all are about to grow y'all tail back. Like the lizard, you know. It take it a while for him to grow his tail back, but he's able to grow it back. And for some of you, spiritually, you have lost your tail due to a fight with the enemy. But I'm here to tell you that it's growing back. And by the end of September, in October, you're going to have your tail. And ain't nobody going to be able to tell you nothing. So before I get off, I want to share with this, the aftercare. So this like if you had a pet lizard or something. It's telling you like what happens. And it's going back to, can a lizard live without his tail? Your lizard will be slower and less balanced immediately after the loss of his tail. And for that period of time, when his tail is growing back, keep potential predators away while he heals. So basically it's just saying to keep your lizard in an enclosed, living enclosed, as clean as possible with minimal dirt, trash, or anything in its presence. So with that being said, I hope this word helped y'all, because a lot of you have been off balance for too long, and God is about to restore your balance, and you're gonna help him or whatnot. So if you look at the 7th month, and if y'all want to do some more research, the 7th month is called Tishrei in Hebrew. And basically, because I was trying to figure out, okay, God, because I don't like to get into time frames and telling people all this and that and that. But basically, the time frame was the time frame that he gave me, 7-7, was basically, you know, this 7 month, but until his 7 month on the Jewish calendar. So, with that being said, he's basically trying to prepare you for Rosh Hashanah. And during that time, it's a really important part. It's a time when judgment has been rendered. You need to do a lot of deep introspection, a lot of self-reflecting, if you haven't already, because this is the year of self-evaluation and, you know, all that good stuff. So for some of you guys, if you've already been doing the work, this will be easy. This will be a breeze for you. But for the ones that are just now starting, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But it's nothing that you can't do. It's nothing that you can't do. So, oh man. So, yeah. So this is definitely, like I said, what is for? So if you look at 7 in Hebrew, 7 is basically like, it looked like a scepter. And the scepter is symbolic for a symbol of the authority of a king. So even with going back into the 4, and it talks about creation, it's a time it's a time of birthing, a rebirthing. You're going through a rebirthing period. And the only way that you're going to be able to get through, if you become a child again. And that's going to call, how that's going to look like, you shedding, you being able to humble yourself, to shed everything, because that's what it's going to take. You releasing your pride, a form of humility, to be able to get the things that you need off of you or whatnot. So that's it. I'm not going to stretch this any further. I think y'all got everything y'all need. So now I can go on, prepare, and get ready for this mini vacation. So y'all be great and share.